Chinese face reading 101. Okay, so there's 5 elements in traditional Chinese medicine, and everyone is going to have one predominant element and then a second predominant element. So the first one, so when you first glance at somebody's face, you're going to think about, okay, what is the most predominant feature that is standing out to me? And for me, it's probably going to be eyes and eyebrows. That's what I see in myself, and that's what most people will see, is the eyes have more of a piercing quality, and the eyebrows are pretty big. So the wood element in traditional Chinese medicine expresses through the eyes. So the wood element rules the liver and the gallbladder. So the eyes are predominant. That's showing you that my liver is strong and that I have a very strong, competitive, organized growth side to me through my eyebrows, because they're pretty full, they're pretty bushy, and my eyes have a piercing quality. So that will tell you that my liver is a big driver in my personality and my life, and also in my body, as far as it's probably behind the health issues, which I'm finding to be true as a traditional Chinese medicine doctor. So I don't want to make this about me. I'm just giving an example. So wood is the first element, and then the second element, wood generates fire. So you need wood to generate an actual fire. And a fire element is going to come out through, so fire rules the heart and it rules the small intestine. So it's going to be involved with circulation issues, but also it could be nutritional too, and inflammation, because fire is going to build up inflammation sometimes when it gets out of control. So you're going to see a redness in the complexion. You're going to see sometimes balding up here, and the eyebrows will start flaring upward, right? Like fire is coming up. So that's how you can tell wood is generating fire, and sometimes it can be too much inflammation that balds, and then things like rosacea, things like broken capillaries in the skin and redness. That is the fire element. Next would be fire generates earth. When fire is building and then it breaks down into charcoal, it's going to create earth. So that earth is going to show up with, if you think about it, earth and soil grows food. That is what's going to symbolize the earth element. So it is the lips. That is where our food comes into our body. So you will see a person's earth element through their lips. First glance, you see their lips. That is going to tell you how strong their earth element is and how much of an issue it is in their health. So you can see my lips are pretty symmetrical right now. They haven't always been that way, but you can tell someone's relationship to pleasure and their food through their lips. So next, earth generates metal. Metal is distilled earth. If you think about it, it's the valuable minerals in the earth. So metal is always trying to create value or be surrounded by value. The lungs are the organ of metal, as well as the large intestine. And it comes to show in, this is the lung area of the cheeks. You can see when people have suffered severe grief, they'll start getting cracks into this part of their lung area. Sometimes things show up there. So, but you can also see it through the nose. The nose is the main thing. First glance, you see the nose is the biggest thing. It's the most prominent on the face. That is going to show you their metal element. So they're going to be more structured, more refined. They're going to be more gracious, and they do not like anything that's too vulgar. So never make a vulgar joke to a metal type, because it will not sit well. You will be categorized into a different category of person. So that's just my tip for when you see that. As far as then, metal generates water in alchemy. So water is the next element. We're going to see that through the ears. So the ears will tell you if someone's ears are bulging out, that tells you they have a strong water element in their body. So always look at the ears, look at the whole face. Which element is showing up the most? Is it eyes? Is it ears? Is it nose? Is it lips? And then you can look at other features. Sometimes you can see the water element strong in the forehead too, because they're going to be more philosophical, more in their head. That's going to be more water type. So that is, in a nutshell, Chinese face reading.